Hello again, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Isn't it lovely that we can be outside for a meeting again? It's nice to have this nice weather again. Last week, you might remember that we spoke about the continuous improvement method and how I would be happy to have ideas from anyone who could see something worthwhile talking about. And I'm very happy to say that we have had three ideas or suggestions come forward already. So that's very pleasing, very exciting. So I thought that this time we better talk about the actual process. So there's a number of steps. There's 6 steps that we have to go through to get an idea off the ground and actually up and running within the business and see that it's viable, all that sort of thing. So I'll run through that with you quickly, and we'll talk a little bit more about the ideas that have been brought up at the end. Okay, so first of all, we have to have an idea. So this comes from feedback from customers, from the team on the floor, such as you guys, and it's something that will improve the business, obviously. So we're looking at our continuous improvement model, things that will make us safer, operate more efficiently, save costs, make a better product, safer workplace, all that sort of thing. Okay, so once we've got these ideas, which we have some already, we have to develop a business case for these ideas. To do that, we need to find out what is it going to cost us to implement. What are the savings or returns going to be? It doesn't have to always be monetary savings, but there's always has to be some sort of benefit or return for us or the customers, the products. And also, what are the risks involved? So by doing one good thing, we may actually be causing other problems, so we have to determine everything. So once we've informed on all of this, we have to make a decision to do that, whether we're going to go ahead and trial the project. We have to review the idea with the stakeholders. So in this case, it would be management and department supervisors. And if all think that's a good idea, then we can go ahead with the next step. If not, then we have to revisit it and deal with the queries. So then once everyone thinks, yes, let's go for this, we have to do a detailed planning session. So this includes what resources we're going to need, the costs, the steps involved to get it all done, and the time frame that it's going to take. So when are we going to be ready to implement this? So then, back to stakeholders again. And this is for an okay to actually go ahead this time. So we've got all our information together, and everyone must agree that this is a good thing and should go ahead. If there's anyone that's unsure, we have to go back, revisit the idea, go through some steps and figure out if that can be done in a better manner so that query is answered. Then of course back to mission control again, back to the stakeholders and backwards and forwards until it's actually all approved. So then, once they're all approved, it goes on to the project management, and there's a whole other set of steps to take it through the project management and to get it actually up and running, but we're not going to deal with that right here. We're just going to say that we are then going to implement the idea after this point, and then right at the end, once it's all up and running and we've been using it for a while, about 6 weeks to 6 months later, we can conduct a post-implementation review. So this is very important because we need to know, did we achieve what we were setting out to achieve? So the review process, I will run through that with you. Another 5 steps. So did we make our major milestones? Were they achieved? And were they reached on time, etc.? User acceptance of the idea, so whether it's the customer, the end result, the product, or if it's something within house operations, is the team satisfied that it is working properly and it was worthwhile doing? If there's anything that needs fixing, hopefully not. Number 3, costs versus benefits. So sometimes it's wonderful to do a project, but it may be costing us a lot more in the long run than it actually is saving, and that's not really going to help. So we need to become more efficient, more productive, create better products, give a better service, better customer experience, and not do anything that's going to detriment that. We have to stay in business after all, and hopefully get better. Were the returns up to what we expected? Are there any tweaks that can be made to improve this? So we can look at it at that point. Number 4, really reviewing what we've done, identifying any lessons we've learned from the process, each step of the way, and finally feedback once the plan has been implemented. And then we put it all together, bringing all the findings together in a post-implementation report, so that next time things should run more smoothly. We know what went wrong, what didn't quite go to plan perhaps, and we can fix that before it happens. We can address those issues before they actually arise, so make things run more smoothly next time. So that's about it. You can see that there's a lot of work that needs to be done with each idea, and it's not just a straightforward, simple process. So as I said, we've got several ideas that have been brought forward. Now, Justin, your idea, you might want to hang fire for a little while, because we do have equipment that's going to be going into your area within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I'd like you to see when that comes through, look at your issue again, and see if that has fixed it or changed it in any way, and then get back to us and see if you want to go ahead with another idea or option, or just change your idea a little bit to suit more, or go ahead with what your original idea if that's still relevant. Now, Josie and Tanya, we have a great idea from you guys, and I believe that you're not interested in coming into the meetings and following through. You're going to hand it over and let us run with it. So that's all good. We'll do that. We'll go through the process for you, and we'll keep you informed, so let you know how things are going. Sonia, you want to be in there step by step, don't you? You want to come in and go right through the process with us. So if you've changed your mind after hearing all of the steps, that's absolutely fine, but if not, then we'll keep you involved, and we can go through and see how it works out. Okay, thank you very much, and we will once again get on with our normal meeting. Thanks a lot, bye.